test up here for them. The season is young, but they are starting to find their form.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Johnson is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Kareem, and it's Moncrief in a 2-guard. And for Utah, Maravich is out there with John Stockton. Then it's Malone, and it's Eaton in at the center position. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good. Here's Dantley. He's guarded by Johnson. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Pete Maravich missing on the 3. Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
He doesn't get the second one.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Now here's Malone. Giannis with some nice D. And here is Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Buries it down low.
And when we talk about players who don't mind shooting with a hand in their face, Kareem's at the top of the list.
Outside, Maravich. Malone, a screen on Moncrief. Here's Dantley. On the wing, Stockton. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. A floater. And the rejection by Giannis. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Back to Robertson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
What you love about Robertson is that he knows his strength on offense and plays to them with confidence.
Malone, a screen on Robertson. Here's Stockton. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jerry Sloan gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. We're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Now here's Robertson. He had 15 points last outing. Giannis' screen on Stockton. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Misses in close.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
Dantley the pass to Stockton. Here's Eaton. to Maravich. And the rejection by Giannis.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Johnson finds Antetokounmpo. It's tipped. Here's Denton. Still yet to score. Outside, Maravich to the paint. Wants to get it to Malone and does. Shoots over Moncrief. Malone misses. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Robertson against Stockton. Pass to Dantley. Over to the left wing. Malone is doubled. And he drops it in from the low post.
You know, it's obvious that Karl Malone spends a lot of time in the weight room because this dude is incredibly powerful.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Corner set comes in for Maravich. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season.
Boy, they do an excellent job offensively. Most of the season last year, they were really in sync. A nice flow and rhythm to their offensive game. But anytime you score the points they did, it's about unselfishness and trusting each other.
Pass to Moncrief. Back to Robertson. Johnson outside. Clock at 4. And the Bucks miss again.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Malone, a screen on Johnson. Hayward passes to Malone. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise, Giannis swatted that one away.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
The bruising power forward, Malone, a dominant offensive player between his nifty post moves and that soft mid-range.
And both free throws good for Malone.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Stockton. Here's Moncrief. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the jam by Karl Malone.
The D is at fault there. You can't let Malone get that type of position inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
the wing, Giannis. Johnson kicks to Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar.
Getting to the line a lot. Kareem, adept at forcing and drawing fouls.
The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Bucks, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He hits the second from the line. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to New Jersey. Hornacek outside. Pass to Malone. Over onto Kumbo. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Moncrief dishes to Johnson. Knocked away. And stolen by Hayward. He takes it in. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Jazz lead by 7. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Malone. Good, nice job down low. And it's 8 points for Karl Malone.
The paint is unquestionably Malone's real estate. That's his domain. He makes it really difficult to stop him down low.
Now here's Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Robertson. 6 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Stockton with it. Hayward outside. Malone sets the pick for Hayward. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Boy, cleaning up the glass and sending it right back down. Malone earning an extra possession for his team.
There's the lob at Kumbo. Now Hornacek. No scoring in this one. Stockton up top. Malone, a screen on Robertson. Here's Hayward. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, one thing about Hayward, he maintains an aggressive mindset. He wants to keep pressure on the defense constantly by attacking the basket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
When healthy, Hayward still has a great all-around game. I think he's one of the more instinctive and smarter players around.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Hayward hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said There was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. The rebound by Baker.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And the first one drops.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
And those can often come back to haunt you. They've got to focus and really make the most of the chances.
Now here's Middleton. Not a good performance from him in that loss to New Jersey.
Middleton, known as a very capable jump shooter, and what makes him so is the great confidence he has in his stroke.
Here's Griffith. Gobert with a screen on Allen. Gobert, and that's good. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Holiday. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. Misses the 3. Jazz leading by 5. Kirilenko with a screen on Allen. Driving the lane. Griffith. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Cummings. Middleton with it. Now defended by Hayward. Middleton the pass to Holiday. Cummings with a screen on Williams. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Good on the triple. Holiday's got 7 points.
Boy, from three-point range, Holiday can really be effective now. He's worked on that part of his game over the years and forces the defense as a result to have to come out and guard him at times.
From 17 feet out. Can't hit that one. Here's Kirilenko. And the layup's good off the glass.
The assist by Daryl Griffith.
Milwaukee trails by 4. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Middleton outside. Pins the shot with nobody near him.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
Williams against Holiday. Williams kicks to Hayward. Cummings grabs the board.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here is Holiday. 7 points in the game. 5 to shoot. That evens the score. And it's 6 points for Chris Middleton. And here is Williams. Pass to Hayward. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Karl Malone getting it done for the Jazz. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then two, whining when fouls aren't called.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Michael Redd, Baker out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Robertson, and it's Bridgman in at the 2. Here's Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Gobert.
This is the Gobert effect defensively. Able to alter shots with that great length.
To the middle. Here's Bailey. Oh, tried to duck it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
You know, Bailey's versatility is his greatest weapon to me, capable of playing either forward spot.
And he sinks the second. Here's Robertson. Pass to Redd. Over Robinson. Redd misses. Jazz leading by 6. Robinson down low. Guarded by Redd. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 17 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
First free throw is good.
As tough as they come, Truck Robinson embodies his name. Once he steps on the floor, he never wants to come out and plays hard the entire game.
That one is no good. Milwaukee trails by 7. It's Redd outside. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Williams finds Mitchell. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside Williams. Gobert with a screen for Williams. No good on the 3. The Bucks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Baker, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Boy, Vin Baker really is a problem for the defense when he's locked in. I mean, solid at hitting the glass and does a good job on the offensive boards.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Robertson against Williams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Mitchell passes to Gobert. The kick out to Williams. Gobert with a screen on Abdul-Jabbar. Williams gets the bucket.
Deciding to take it himself. Normally Williams is looking for a teammate, but if the D gives him that good a look, Darren's got to take that shot.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks.
Number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Williams against Robertson. Pass to Red. Over Robinson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Utah leading by 7. To the inside. Here's Gobert. That shot misses. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Robinson. Back to Giannis. Pass to Bridgman. Clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know, the size of Abdul-Jabbar typically overwhelms defenses, especially when he's operating close to the rim, forcing them to act as he draws the foul.
Free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar. And both free throws good for Abdul-Jabbar. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Robinson. Williams with the ball. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. The shot's good.
And they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Robertson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, you got to bring more energy than this. Abdul-Jabbar is not going to be thrown off much by a little contact.
And the Jazz call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Jazz leading by 5. Outside Kirilenko. Hornacek outside. Back to Kirilenko. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bridgman the pass to Robertson. Rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hornacek from long range hits the 3-point bomb.
Hornacek squaring up from deep. It's a knockdown shooter if I ever saw one.
Robertson outside. Down low. Gets deflected. Stolen by Robinson. Mitchell looking it over. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds in this game. Tipped away. Hornacek with the steal. Pass to Robinson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
For Utah, Trent Robinson. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Robinson hits them both. Milwaukee trails by 10. Robertson outside. Fires the 3. And the Bucks miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy, and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Antetokounmpo. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo really impressive. A muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Moncrief's checked in. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Here's Hornacek. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Boozer with the screen for Kirilenko. Drills the 3-pointer. Kirilenko's got the lead up to 12 now for Utah.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Basket counts.
You know, he is unafraid Antetokounmpo. So good at measuring up the defense, sizing them up, and then keeping his focus.
Now, here's Mitchell. The 9-foot shot. And he overshot that one, missing. Milwaukee trails by 10. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
The first one falls.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And the Bucks with some changes. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dandridge. He hits both from the stripe.
And Bridgman is a real jolt of energy for this team. He's a guy who can score in a hurry.
Outside Kirilenko. There's a screen by Robinson. No good on the triple. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Jazz have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Here's Robinson. Rebound, Milwaukee. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pass to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Moncrief. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Utah leading by 6. Outside Kirilenko. It's good. Kirilenko's got 9.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here is Holiday. He has 7. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. And it's stolen by Moncrief. Here's Giannis. Giannis cleaned up the fast break.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
And the Jazz call time here.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Utah leading by 6. Now Mitchell. Shot from 12. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Dandridge passes to Cummings. Here's Moncrief. Cummings inside. Robinson on him. Second chance shot. Cummings' shot is good.
He is truly one of the outstanding offensive rebounders in the game. Terry Cummings, excellent at reading where shots are coming off and then pursuing the pumpkin.
Mitchell kicks to Robinson. And they're running. Here's Dandridge. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. Jazz shooting 47% in the second quarter. Goes up on the high post. Griffith can't get it to go. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 13-5 run. A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Moncrief, the pass to Lopez. Intercepted. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
There he goes, Dr. Duncanstein taking right. Darryl Griffin going way upstairs.
Here's Winters. Scoreless thus far. Launches a 3. Lopez, no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Gobert, great positioning on the putback. And it's an 8-point Utah lead.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The Jazz shooting 47%, pretty solid. Pass to Robinson. They get a hand on it. Lopez with the steal. Going inside, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, understated but valuable at both ends. Competes at the highest level. Bobby Dandridge, one of the special ones.
2 shots.
The Bucks have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Jazz leading by 7. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gobert with a screen on Robertson. Here's Mitchell. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Dandridge, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. Here's Griffith. Jacks up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Griffith has got 5. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Jazz lead by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
I think for the Jazz, they're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Jazz.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. So with Williams on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Stockton is out there with Maravich. Then it's Malone, and it's Eaton in at the center, filling out the middle.
Hey, the game plan is real easy, folks. Get it to Malone and let the mailman deliver.
Now here is Moncrief. Nothing on the board. The 10-footer. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
It's tipped. And here is Robertson. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Outside, Maravich. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
So it's the Jazz now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Count it. 14 points for Karl Malone.
This is from John.
When they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Moncrief, El Cid with it. Shoots over Maravich. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Moncrief.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Now here's Robertson. The tray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's just a 3-point Utah lead.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Here's Robertson, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Giannis. Utah with the rebound. Eaton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Outside, Maravich. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. No problems knocking that one down. Moncrief's got 4 this quarter. And Utah has possession. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Maravich. Screen by Malone. With some arc. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Johnson. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Utah calls timeout. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Ball goes to Utah.
Here is Stockton. Here's Dantley. Pass to Maravich. Over Moncrief.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Johnson can't hit. Utah leading. Stockton passes to Dantley. Here's Maravich. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Maravich has got his second basket of the night.
For a high-volume scorer, Dantley also does a pretty good job sharing the ball and getting others involved.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Against Robertson. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him. He's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Utah.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here is Stockton. Outside Kirilenko. Pass to Griffith. A three ball. It's hauled in by Michael Redd.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's covered by Malone for the tie, and it's Giannis missing. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Griffith. He's got 5. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from three-point range. Griffith has got 8.
Darrell Griffith with great range. Tell you what, if the defense doesn't respect his shot, he'll make you pay for it.
Pass to Giannis. Inside. Malone with the steal. Stockton against Robertson. Stockton's shot is good. And now a 7-point Utah lead.
Tell you what, this speaks to how poised Stockton is. Doesn't get easily rattled inside.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Allen left side. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Utah leading by 7. Now Stockton. Pass to Griffith. Here's Malone. Antetokounmpo defending. 4 on the shot clock. A little pass fake there, froze the D. Nice move. 16 points for Karl Malone.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Allen. He has yet to score. Will it go? And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Stockton. Pass to Griffin from the arc. Rebound by Brooke Lopez. And the foul on Andre Kirilenko.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Baker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Robertson.
Drew Holiday.
Milwaukee trails by 8. Holiday looking over the floor. Lopez sets a screen for Holiday. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here's Stockton. Gobert dishes to Kirilenko. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert with a screen on Allen. And a miss there on the triple. The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Baker with the bucket.
Fantastic work from the big fella inside. Baker's teammates know he can do damage in there.
Outside Kirilenko. Back to Stockton. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Cans it from downtown. Stockton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
And here's Holiday. He has 7. Allen left side. All sorts of time. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Jazz. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Kirilenko the pass to Stockton. Malone with the screen. Here's Griffith. From outside, off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And, you know, he just continues to make the right decisions when he has the ball. Holiday with a really high basketball IQ.
Here's Griffith. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Nobody near Allen. It's rebounded by Malone. Malone's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball secure. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Dandridge, he's checked in for the Bucks. Milwaukee trails by 5. Outside Holiday. Pass to Allen. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Allen's got 4 this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Williams with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming out. It's on Jeff Hornacek.
You really have to admire and respect the work ethic of Allen. I mean, this guy is really intentional and purposeful in his pregame preparation, and all of that stuff pays off for him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Allen. Cummings, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. Ray Allen hits them both. Utah leading. Hornacek outside. Williams against Holiday. Williams passes to Hornacek. The Jazz with another miss. The Bucks shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Allen outside. That gives them the lead. Allen's got 8 points.
Just a nanosecond from touching the ball. Ray Allen ready to fire.
And the Jazz call time here.
Let's hear it from you.
.119 left to play here in the third. Hayward outside. Back to Williams. Pass to Hayward to end the cold streak. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 10.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Outside Holiday. Here's Baker. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Baker's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. Hayward outside. From the wing. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Holiday. He has 7. Cummings with a screen on Williams. To the wing right side. Bucks passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. Pass to Williams. Hayward right side. Over Baker. And Hayward gets it to go. And the Jazz lead by 2. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Utah out in front, up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Moncrief. And it's Robertson in at the 1. Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by Giannis. Here's Bailey, who's guarded by Johnson. And the shot goes in.
Strong move by Bailey inside, not letting the defense get in his way.
Milwaukee trails by 4. Now Robertson on the wing, Giannis. That shot missing. Good D by Boozer. The Jazz shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Bailey passes to Williams. Lets it go from the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Robertson kicks to Moncrief. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hits the jumper.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Here's Bailey. Back to Williams. Gobert with a screen on Robertson. Offensive rebound. Gobert, no good. Goes back up. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bailey fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
First team foul. At the line for 1, Earl Bailey.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Mitchell against Moncrief. Giannis a screen on Mitchell. The 19-foot shot. Bank shot. No good. Jazz leading by 5. Gobert with a screen for Mitchell. Off target with his 3.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Pass to Giannis. Stolen by Boozer. Mitchell outside. Gobert with a screen for Mitchell. Traps in the tray.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Giannis throwing it down.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard him.
Mitchell outside. Gobert the screen. Again, Mitchell missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Robertson. Johnson outside. 4 on the clock. Shoots. The shot by Robertson, no good. Jazz leading by 6. Mitchell outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Now here's Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Robertson. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Williams. Robertson, and dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Utah shooting reasonably well, 45%. Williams passes to Mitchell. Robertson against Williams. Back to Mitchell. Fires for three. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Moncrief. Rebound, Utah.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Cruiser with a screen for Williams. Bangs home the trifecta.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Robertson. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Boozer.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Abdul-Jabbar at the line for two.
Shooting two.
Free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And both free throws good for Abdul-Jabbar. Utah leading by 7. Outside, Maravich. Pass to Malone. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Giannis. Here's Moncrief. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Stockton outside. Outside, Maravich. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. The Jazz with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Robertson passes to Moncrief. Here's Giannis. Giannis says, get off me.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Stockton outside. Pass to Malone. Back to Stockton. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by the Bucks. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here's Robertson outside. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And here's Stockton. Outside, Maravich. Got loose. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. Floats it up for Giannis. The setup and the slam by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Malone, a screen on Moncrief for 3. Maravich.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Robertson outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson.
Assist goes to
Antetokounmpo's got 14 points now in the second half. Utah trails by 4. Stockton passes to Dantley. Malone, a screen on Johnson. Here's Dantley. Johnson with the block. Here's Moncrief. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That was a strong drive by Moncrief. He sees the defense closing in and then just takes it hard right at him.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, what makes Moncrief so great, beyond the athleticism, consistency, smarts, toughness, two-way playability, is his amazing strength for a guard.
Moncrief hits them both. Utah trails by 6. Outside, Maravich. Malone, a screen on Moncrief. Here's the lob to the hoop.
The combo guard skill set of Maravich really does a nice job of drawing defensive attention and then passing to teammates.
Robertson outside. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Stockton. Pass to Moncrief. Bucks passing it around. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Can't hit from in close. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Jazz. Outside, Maravich. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 5 assists in the game.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Now here's Robertson. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
For Giannis, his length and instincts on defense make him a feared shot blocker.
Utah trails by 3. The Jazz call timeout. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Please give a big round of applause.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Guys, during that last break, I heard what Jerry Sloan talked to his team about. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. On defense, the Bucks. 3-point lead. 3-pointer from Stockton. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Moncrief El Cid with it. Shoots over Maravich. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead. Stockton with it.
2 minutes.
Maravich with a screen on Robertson. Here's Malone. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. And that's now 18 points for Karl Malone. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Kicks it out to Robertson. There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Dantley. Finished off the break. Now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
You can see exactly why they got the ball to Dantley right there. I mean, he's incredibly difficult to guard.
To the paint. Antetokounmpo against Malone. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
And that is a gigantic shot from Abdul-Jabbar. This guy does not shy away from the spotlight at all.
Stockton with no one around him. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
And you can see the trust this team has in Stockton, especially when you need a big basket.
Now here's Robertson to the inside. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Alone. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Malone.
He doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Okay, fans, put your hands in. Stand up and make some noise!
Here's Robertson. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo. It's tipped. Here's Dantley. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Pass to Eaton. Here's Dantley. The Jazz working the ball around now to take the lead. Connects from downtown.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was one, two. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Malone. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. A rebound by the Jazz. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
To halt the run, they grab their own miss. Pass to Moncrief. Takes the three. Rebounded by Malone. And that's an intentional foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your Jazz, John Stockton. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. So it's Utah with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Karl Malone.